Welcome back to another episode of Real Men Unscripted. I'm Derek.
And I'm Domingo. Welcome back. Hope you had a good week.
Welcome back, Pastor Ricky.
All right. All right.
Part two.
Part two.
Part two.
Hopefully no car damage.
That's right. Can't promise you anything.
All right, so we left off on some good stories, but now let's get back into pastoring and what it's like to be a pastor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit of what you dislike, and then how hard is it to come up with a sermon?
Yeah, man. Being a pastor is definitely a calling. What I mean by calling is not anything you should just do because you think it's cool or because the weight of what you're doing, like the cost of people's souls is a big deal, But what I love about pastoring is I love helping people understand the God they never knew. I love that, man. When that light bulb goes off, there's nothing like it. I love seeing people be healed, people be encouraged, and I love to see men grow up and mature, fathers, husbands. So yeah, man, to see people, man, come to salvation, it really is a cool thing because you're working so hard, you're praying so hard. When that thing hits, it's like, man, that was all worth it. That was all worth it. So I love that, man, and I love making the Bible. I love taking the Old and New Testament and helping people realize it's all one book. Like it all connects together, man. So I love that. What I struggle with pastoring is, man, people never give you the benefit of the doubt.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, let's say they have a sermon that I said something to Domingo that you didn't like.
They'll leave the church.
Leave the church, man, or they'll go, you woke up this morning intentionally to say that to me. It's like, dude, I didn't even know who you were until after service. But no, I don't like the fact that we never get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Whatever we do, whatever we say, you intentionally chose that to make me angry and to pick on me. It's like, no. I don't want to.
That just means the Holy Spirit's working on that.
It does,
Through
man.
you.
That's probably the thing that burns me up the most. Is like, man,
I just can't believe people come up to you and ask questions.
Well, the hard part about being a pastor, there's a few jobs. I think there's a few jobs that you are while you're on the job, you can get real time feedback on how you're doing in your job.
Yeah, that's true.
And pastoring is one. I don't like what you said, so I'm gonna come right to you in this moment and tell you. Versus if I worked at Walmart. You like what I said? Okay, great. You got to wait from 9 to 5, or wait till tomorrow. But our jobs, man, are so open and public, and to be a pastor who's not accessible, you're not doing your job. But in the accessibility, you get how people feel. So that's the part, man. When people come up to me and have a question or have an issue, I always say thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt to have a conversation. Because sometimes, man, listen, unless you preach in front of people, you don't know how hard it is for all the stuff going through your mind to say one word that someone didn't like or one slip up. Now the whole sermon is trash.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's the part, man. I constantly say, hey, man, talk to me. If you talk to me, either I can apologize or I can explain what I meant. Now, we still may not come to an agreement, but at least I'm not being an a-hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not being
Yeah.
So. Yeah, unless you're a Steelers fan.
I mean, that's probably why you were hired, because Scott's all of them are probably Cowboys fans.
What was Trenton?
He's a Falcons. No one cares. He's a Falcons fan. Who watches the Falcons, man? Nobody, man. He's a Georgia Bulldog fan. Yeah.
And then on the sermons, you guys work them together, right?
Yeah, work them together.
I think is what Scott said. You all from the pastoral team.
Yeah.
You put your own, if it's your week
spin on it
to preach, but you guys together.
Yeah, man. So it's not we're not being lazy. It's more so about guardrails, right? Hey, man, this is what the text says. So we all should agree on what the text says. Now, how we going to explain it, how we going to articulate it, that could be different. But the text only says one thing.
Yeah.
So we should all be able to agree upon that. So it's more so protection, man, because James 3 is clear, man. Like those who preach, you will be held accountable, further accountability. So that's why, man, preaching, I go like, if you feel like you're called to preach, you need to make sure that's because, man, God is not playing about his word, man. So yeah, we all come together. And again, like the guys are not going like, no, they're just going like, hey man, we should all agree upon this is what the text is saying.
Yeah.
And now how you going to explain that?
Present it.
Yeah, that's individually how God has gifted the communicator. I'm more of a storyteller because it's how I learn. So I don't intentionally try preaching stories. I learn that way. So I just teach how I learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you like now that we took Thursdays away, that gives you more, because you guys like literally had like 3 days.
3.5 days, yeah.
But now you got kind of 6 really, I guess, or at least 5.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
You need that, man. You need that. Because really Monday, your brain is still foggy, because people don't understand, man, like a 35-minute sermon is like almost like preaching, like working like exhaustive 8 hours.
Yeah.
Of all the stuff that we, so Monday is really like you're trying to get your head back into it. So to have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday,
3 in one day.
Yeah, man.
It's the same message, but it's still
still energy, bro. Because it's the same message, but you're hearing it for the first time.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was a little mad when they took the Thursdays away.
I like Thursday nights.
Yeah,
I like it
because it would. With my grandkids moving to California, if I want to go for the weekend, I still got that Thursday
That's
one
right.
in, and
The
I'm not
option,
missing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I understood better to prepare and maybe less burnout and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. That you can't sustain like that, man. I mean, even the greatest preachers they need time to work this stuff. And the thing is, like, you never want to start preaching just to get sermons out. The hardest part about sermon prep or preaching a sermon is actually you. It's not about studying or content. That's not saying it's easy. But the hardest part for me about preaching is having to deny myself to be used however God wants to use me. So to say no to that just for the benefit of Derek and Domingo, that's tough. Mm. And because people forget, God does not write sermons. God writes men. So you are the sermon, it's not the paper. Man, every sermon I preach, I think it sucks. Because it's just on paper, it's like this is terrible. But then like the Holy Spirit does something, man, in the moment where those words that you didn't even write come. So for me, man, the hardest part about sermon prep is not commentaries and studying, is prayer and being willing to deny myself to be used for that 35 minutes, however God wants to use me. So that's, and I think that's why for a lot of preachers, there shouldn't be any pride. Because, bro, you didn't do that. Like, that was all him. So pride is asinine when you think about it. The stuff that you're learning from, you didn't write that.
No.
Those aren't my, like, I didn't write the Bible.
Right.
So sermon prep that's the hardest part for me, is the willingness to go like, all right, Rick, have this sermon worked up in you? Because if it hasn't, and honestly, a lot of application for pastors comes through what the sermon has done in them. They're going like, hey, well, this affected me this way. Maybe it affected Derek this way. Like, that's the application comes through what it has done to you. But that's the hardest part, man.
And then do you guys keep, I don't think I asked any of the other pastors this, do you guys keep
the sermon?
Because like you guys have been in Mark for
18 years.
Yeah. So,
and it's the shortest gospel. It's the shortest gospel, man. Can you imagine preaching Matthew?
I think I asked Scott, are we ever going to get out of Mark? He's like,
maybe.
Years, but,
he did. He said it in the last.
Yeah,
he got 6 months to a year. So.
Yeah, bro.
But do you guys keep those? Like, do you guys have like
notes.
a box where you put the sermons and like
Yeah,
next year, if there's something you want to talk about,
pull it out.
Pull it and maybe tweak it a little bit, but it's still there, so you're not rewriting the whole thing.
So sometimes, but I would say with those guys, like, it's very rarely that we'll ever pull a sermon out and just like do a little bit and just pocket it. Like, when you hear those guys preaching, like, those sermons 99% of the time are written from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Bro, here's the deal. It's hard work, but that's the call.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you never want to sit up under a lazy preacher. You don't want to do that.
Here's my question, though.
Yeah.
So you got, before Thursday, right? Now let's say you get your 6 full day compliment. This is my thought before, like he said. My thought was always like you guys got into some little room and just kind of like prayed and, you know,
that was
God,
it?
yeah, the Holy Spirit, you start writing your sermon.
No, man.
Like, what exactly? Because I was on the same boat. I'm like, these guys just pull it out of their shelf, and then they just tweak it a little bit. You know, that was before. Now I understand because we've had Pastor Scott, we've had Pastor Trenton. You know, and I have other friends that were pastors, and I'm just like, wow. But
yeah, man.
My thought was that you guys go into this room and you don't come out until like Sunday morning.
No, no, bro. You got to work. You got meetings. You got.
So you still have life.
Yeah, you got life, man. Honestly, I would say I'm a shepherd preacher, meaning that my role as a care pastor has influenced my preaching probably than I ever thought it would be. When you sit in someone's hospice room, you going, okay, how would I preach a sermon to them because they're about to go?
Yeah.
It just forces you, you know what I'm saying? But no, man, no, you still got to work. You still got meetings. You still got to lead. You still got volunteers. You still got life. And I think that's the thing about it is you're always working on a sermon. I'm preaching next week at a friend at Village Church.
Oh, right? Yeah, they told. I think Jerry told me that.
Yeah. So as we're talking, I'm currently working on my sermon.
Okay.
In here.
Yeah.
It never shuts off. But that's the beauty of the sermon. A sermon never dies. So if you take Pastor Scott's sermon from 2 years ago, he preached it again, it'd be totally different.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's grown up.
Yeah.
You're going like, man, why I didn't say it last time? That sounds terrible. You should have said that. Bro, every sermon I go like, that sounds horrible. But like you grow, so as you grow, the sermon grows.
Yeah.
So you got a guy like Pastor Vance, you're going, but that's 50 some years of growth that you're getting.
Right.
You know, that's why it's hard for a young preacher to preach like that. It's like, well, he hasn't been through enough life yet.
Yeah.
Give him some time, you know, let him fail a little bit. He realized life is more gray than black and white, man.
Yeah.
Now, do you like the short break between the 9 and the 11 where you don't have much and you're going right, and then you have the long break from the 2nd to the 3rd?
The short break, man.
Tammy was just asking me this last week. She goes, "What do you think Scott?" Because Scott was preaching. What do you think Scott does from
sleep
1 to
6
to
to
6?
Sleep.
And
man.
I said, well, he probably gets lunch and then
naps. Bro.
I'm with him. Sleep.
You got to nap, dude.
Really?
I hit the bed strong.
gotta
Do you
got to
guys
nap.
like nap there, or you guys go home?
No, we kind of go home, but unless it's a meeting afterwards, like we'll go home, man. But you got to nap in between. I mean, it's just it's like working out for like an hour and a half. Well, it's like an 8-hour workout. Oh man, like when people talk to me after a sermon, I'm just literally tired. So like I'm having a hard time listening. I'm having a hard time being coherent because I'm just like exhausted. Because you're giving like, I mean, it's everything, bro. I sent you a link. A guy broke down like an average sermon and what it does to the body. I mean, bro, it's like because there's a spiritual side of warfare that you don't know about either. That you're facing. Because every Christian is a walking hypocrite. Mm-hmm. Every Christian. So you got your own sin. You got Satan. You got people in the crowd who are picking their nose and can care less about what you're saying. you got all this stuff going on, man. And you got 5 cameras. Oh, boom, boom, and the lights just like. So.
Do you pretend that any of them are like in underwear or anything? Or, you know how people say they gotta, you know, or you
look for familiar faces?
No, man. Like, so before I preach, you'll see me look at people. It's me because I'm afraid. I'm terrified of y'all. As an audience,
it doesn't show.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified, bro. Because here's the deal. It's like I'm exposed up there. You know? And so for me, if I can look in your eyes and see you, then that takes the fear away. Now I'm like, what are you just talking? So I have to look in your eyes to go, okay, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. So that's why I do that. It's Lord, help me see them.
That is very surprising.
They're like me. Oh,
you seem like very confident when you're up there,
bro. You have no idea how much, man. Most pastors when they're up there, man. I mean, you're afraid, you're vulnerable. So it is. You have to go, okay, Lord, like help me see them like they're like me. So when I'm able to do that, now I'm like, if I can see you, I can talk to you. If I can look in your eyes,
That's what I'm saying. Do you look for familiar faces, or you just anybody?
I look at anybody. I go in the whole room.
And then just
if I can just connect, bam. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Derek, not afraid of you. And
No,
so,
behind you.
sometimes
you.
sometimes he's there, sometimes over there, man. He's swapping seats, but yeah, man. So anyway,
I try to avoid your guys' eyesight. I do.
we trying to avoid.
I sit
You got
with
some
Kevin.
secret seeing in there, huh?
I sit with
Domingo.
I sit with Kevin up front now.
Yeah.
Because I used to sit way up top. Now he's got me like in the 5th row. You guys look this way. I'm like, don't look at me.
I'm like you, yeah.
I can't
Call
say
him out
you.
next time.
Hey, camera, that guy.
Domingo
that guy.
way
Domingo
up top.
is right.
I know, I
saw you,
up there.
Domingo, steal that gum in the parking lot.
I don't know what it is. Like, I can't look at you guys. I'm like, don't look at me. Come
Well,
on.
here's the crazy. You can only see like the bottom bowl. Once you get up there,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can't
like
because of the
the
lights.
abyss. He's just talking to somebody up there, man.
Now, here's a off the wall question though. Why do a lot of pastors sweat up there?
Because it's,
Is it really hot? Like
It's
because
hot.
of the
Is
lights,
you
or-
nervous? All of that, man. Yeah.
Because what was the one that left? The one that
Oh,
left
Pastor
that was-
Ed. Pastor
yeah,
Ed.
Pastor Ed. He
Yeah.
always had that
Yeah, he
towel.
was sweating, dude. Bro, you know what?
Pastor who?
Pastor Ed.
He was Asian.
Ed Paz. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His wife didn't like it here.
Sam,
Yeah,
Sam.
Pastor
And
Ed.
I just found out that the music guy just left.
EJ.
No, no,
Pastor Teddy?
No, the one that took over after him. Why am I drawing a blank on? He just moved to Colorado.
Oh, Pastor Lance.
Lance.
That's my guy, yeah.
Yeah, Pastor Lance. He left
I didn't.
too.
Yeah.
He did that. Like, I don't even know if that was announced.
Yeah, it was announced internally. But yeah, man, he took another job, man, in Colorado at a great church, man. I mean, he was here for about 4 years like me.
Yeah.
And a great spot opened up for him in Colorado. So it
Doing
was
the
good.
same or something higher?
No, man, something higher, man.
Like
And
teaching
it was
stuff,
it was teaching and heavy discipleship, and that was kind of his lane.
That's what he wanted
He's
to
a
be
great
doing.
leader, man, and so that gave him opportunity to do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah,
him.
I just.
Yeah. He just texted me today. It's snowing.
Wow.
Colorado?
Yeah, man, yeah, it was, I was
That's
like,
where he
man.
wants to go.
Oh, yeah, we'll wait.
Scratch that.
So you're now. So this week you're going to speak at
Next week.
Next
Preach.
weekend.
Yeah.
Not
Yep.
speak.
Preach at the Village.
Yep.
Oh, right
He's
there.
already taken a weekend off, huh?
Yeah, that's right, man. He's
No,
relaxing.
you
man.
got to. That's one thing that Tammy and I liked about Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Because back home, it seemed like
They didn't take sabbaticals?
it seemed like Joe, the pastor, our good friend, never got a day off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we like that they do paid sabbatical where
Yeah.
you guys get to go,
Dude,
for
that's-
the 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or whatever.
That's
Because
definitely
that's
a common
important
thing.
to
Man,
get you guys refreshed and with your family and things
well,
like
I
that.
think sometimes people forget, like as you said, with our families, like we have kids too. Like we want to get a vacation with our wives. We want to take our wives to nice spots and with our kids. And so it's like, yeah, I'm watching you all on your summer vacation with the beach and the white linen. I'm like, man, must be nice out there, Derek.
Yeah.
Must not like nice tan, Domingo. Must be great out there, man. I'm just in here prepping for a sermon. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, no, I think that's great.
Yeah,
And
man, I'm thankful
glad
for that, man.
The church does that for you guys.
Yeah, we need it.
What's your spot? Because I know Pastor Vance had a certain place that he went to
Yeah.
every year. Pastor Scott has one, right?
Yeah.
They go to the same spot every year.
This is where it hurts you as a new guy. I'm still trying to find my spot, man.
Oh.
I'm trying to find my spot, man.
Disneyland.
Just right. But that doesn't cost so much money. But yeah, man. We man. I tell you one spot I love, man. Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon is dope. I know.
That's what I was gonna say.
Listen,
That's
it is.
not a city I would have said.
Yeah, Portland, bro. Portland, the food's great. We drive the coast, man. But San Diego's dope. Yeah, man. Like
San Diego's great.
San Diego's dope, man.
This guy just ran off a motorcyclist near Portland.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the motorcycle pulled up to him and pointed at him, and he took him out.
Man. Well,
Thankfully, the
Portland.
motorcycle
that's Portland.
survived.
That is.
I mean, there is the killer whales in that
Yeah, man.
in Seattle, right?
Yeah.
That little port.
Yeah, right there, bro. But yeah, man.
Well,
It rains too much there.
Listen, man. I like the beach. I don't love the beach. So, listen, man. I'm out.
gonna get in
No,
there.
I'm out there. I do a little splash, and then I'm like, yo, it's too hot.
Right back to
yeah,
the
right. Get back here, man. It's too much sand to my toes. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling in my toes like that, man.
or are you just afraid of the sharks?
That too, man.
And they're attacking. They're hitting back at us.
Man, they tired of us, man.
We saw an alligator when we were in Florida, right outside the porch from the.
And those posts that you're talking about, see where he goes?
That's right. That's it. Yeah, man.
He's over here writing a sermon, and you're in.
That's just exactly,
messing
man.
with the alligator.
Exactly.
But I'm thinking of you.
I appreciate it. I'm praying for you. Thank you.
The alligator's not gonna catch you. It's gonna catch you.
That's right.
Yeah, probably.
No, not probably. Like I'm 100% sure. Track star.
Man, roll away.
So Pastor Lance just left.
Yep.
And I heard another rumor.
Yeah.
That you're going to be leaving to start your own church here in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
So another church plant.
Yep.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, man.
How it got started. And
Yeah, man. So what most people don't know is this has been a 10-year journey, like a 10-year process. In 2014, God laid on my heart this desire to lead pastor, but I had to, as I said earlier, grow up and mature and go through some ups and downs, man, to realize what ministry was really about. And so last year around this time, God brought that back, and he was like, hey, man, I was just waiting for you to mature. And so, man, when in 2024 last year, I brought it to Scott and the lead team, said, hey, guys, this desire is it never left, but now it's burning stronger, man. And so I said, hey, listen, do you see this in me? Because that's the thing about it, man. Like churches plant churches, right? So if they didn't see it in me, then that was like so they were like, man, we see it in you, man. And so we began to pray and to fast and the process. And so now, man, we are full go, man. The name of the church is going to be called Sovereign City Church. So Sovereign City Church, man, because of what God has done in me in the desert. Like, hey, I'm the one who controls and rules your life. And that's really what we want to see in the city is God's reign and rule over the city, man. And our mission is super simple, man, to share God's love and invite everyone under his reign. That's it. But yeah, man, we're looking to plant next spring. So late February, early March.
Of 2026.
Of 2026, yeah, man. But man, like, if you're asking me like why, right? Like what bothered me when I moved to Vegas was it bothered me to see people stuck in how they were living. They knew no other way to live, and I remember what that felt like until that summer at camp. That summer at camp, I was like, what is this that I never knew? And man, that's just my heart for Vegas, man. It burns me up to see people not know Christ and be stuck in how they're living. And I get it because that was my life for such a long time. Yeah. And man, I just want people to have what I have in Jesus, what we have in Jesus. It changes the game. There's nothing like it, man. And so our hope is to be in East Henderson. Okay. To be out there in East Henderson, man.
Like you're saying, like, pack up and move back?
Yeah. Well, no, East Henderson. So, we live out that way. And so, man, just my heart out there is just to see.
Like Lake Las Vegas area?
I would say the kind of the Cadence area, okay. Lake Las Vegas area, and maybe a little bit kind of brushing into that kind of, Mark Street, Sunset kind of area over there. Okay. But man, like all in between there, man, just like that pocket is full of people. They're moving in. You have the older generation, newer generation, and then you have like the have and have not, so just like shoved together. Yeah. And man, I just want to see that area see the grace and mercy of God and change, man. A friend of mine said something to me, guys, that really bothered me. He said, man, something in the kingdom of darkness should die because your church exists. Oh, wow. He was like, what is that thing? Powerful, yeah. I was like, man. And I was stuck. And I finally realized what will die because we exist is ignorance of God. Mm-hmm. How is that going to die? Because we're going to talk about him. We're going to share about him. And so I'm excited, man. I'm nervous, because you're starting a business, essentially, But man, like God's been kind, man. People have been excited. People have been wanting to join us, and so, yeah, man. This has been 10 years. This has been 10 years in the making, man. It hasn't been overnight.
And do you already have because Jerry can post like the website and
like a location.
If you send me a text This episode would be like a few weeks down the road, so you got some time.
Yep.
But if you send me whatever you want Jerry to post on there,
Perfect.
Send us a picture of you and your family. If you don't want the kids,
no, I'll send this up to you in a few weeks,
and then we can get it to Jerry and he can post it and try to promote it.
I still want to know though, what's your location?
Yeah, so the location is in the area. But the hard part of the location is you have to find somewhere to meet. Yeah. So right now we're talking with schools, with businesses. So you don't have I don't have a permanent spot, but I have an area which I'm going. This is the area I feel called to.
So would there's an academy over there.
You got Pinecrest Academy.
Pinecrest Academy.
You got.
They would let you.
So I'm talking with. I have fillers out everywhere, for schools, for businesses.
I think Alan Underwood. I think worked at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few Hope families.
No, he worked at Green Valley Christian School or something.
Okay.
For Boulder Highway and.
I think he did there. I thought he was at Pinecrest at one point.
Well, there's multiple. There's Pinecrest Horizon, Pinecrest K. There's all of them. Yeah. But man, honestly, the vision really is simple, man. I don't think most Christians know what it means to build God's kingdom. It's essentially every salvation is a brick in the kingdom of God, right? And teaching people what that means is that God is to rule and reign over every aspect of your life. That's what it means to build his kingdom. Teaching his people that he reigns over everything. That's a kingdom mindset. Yeah. And so, man, here's the deal. I'm not really concerned about building up a building. I want to build up a person.
Sure.
And we all.
What Scott said this last week, right?
Yeah.
We all three have been built up, right? Well, because the kingdom of God is everywhere. So the church is everywhere. I want my kids to realize that, hey, man, when Domingo and Derek come over, the church is coming over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. This was not the part of the plan to move to Vegas. This was never in the plan. So I'm just as excited and nervous as y'all. Man, this was not a part of the plan, but man, God is he's doing some amazing things.
Is Rosie ready to be more in the because when she's gonna have to be more in the forefront now. Does she sing or anything like that? You know, usually when it's always. The pastor can do do you play instruments or anything like that?
Man, Derek made me feel really bad.
Because they usually play instruments.
Hey man, I can harmonize.
Okay,
I can do the triangle.
And then usually the wives are music.
So music inclined. So no to both of us. So, but I will say one thing, Rosie will she's already doing this already. But when it comes to city engagement and discipleship, man, and counseling, that's her wheelhouse. And most churches now. You need a counseling arm just because of what the generations are now. Sure. So for me, I can hum.
Okay.
I can speed walk.
And you can run.
I can run, Derek. What more you want, man? What more you want?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So you're just gonna keep. Are you still gonna preach at Hope until you leave?
Yeah, so I preach.
Because I feel like it's been a while since I've heard you, brother.
Yeah. So I'll preach out the remainder of this year. I was at Henderson last week, so I still bounce around.
You was there for Easter?
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I wasn't there.
I love that.
Well, you at the beach?
Yeah.
I knew. I was writing a sermon.
And it's so funny. When they say that the U.S. or Vegas is like a small town or a small community, so. We're at this church in Florida, in Bradenton, Florida.
Yeah.
And we're taking pictures with the Easter sign, and the pastor comes up, shakes the hand, says, "Hey, appreciate you being here." I said, "Yeah, we're visiting from Las Vegas." And he goes, "Oh, do you know Chabin?" Right? What?
Yeah, something like that.
Just he's the pastor of City Lights. They just got a new building.
Yeah.
And he used to be at the old church that we were at with that pastor, and he asked me if I knew both those. I'm like, yeah, I know both of them. And he's like, wow, I know them. We were at a conference together.
Dude.
All the way on the East Coast,
and
he knew so much.
I'm telling you, man. I
mean, it really is
I'm telling you, man. The Christian circle is smaller than you think, man. Yeah. It's smaller than you think, man.
Yeah. See, but we got to make it bigger, though.
We got to make it bigger, man. We got to make it bigger.
Well, maybe you can get Domingo to be.
Come on, Domingo.
I'm trying to get him to.
I want to go on a mission.
He does want to go on a mission.
I've been wanting to go on a mission, but I'm poor. I'm retired. Remember?
Yeah.
You ain't poor.
I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him to volunteer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Domingo.
Like do pastor protection, so you could bring him on as your
personal
pastor.
protection.
Listen,
personal
I want to
security.
Yes, I want to feel protected.
I
bro.
want nil money though.
You retired, man. Come on, man.
I told you I need nil money.
Listen, man, on the table. Here you go. Man.
Because didn't City, what's the other one called? Christian.
King City.
King City.
King City.
He took Tiger, right, for a bit?
No, I mean Tiger.
Tiger's back. Yeah.
Tiger went and helped him. And
That's what I'm saying. He helped them because Kevin was over there helping them too, but now he's back. My son.
You know, my hope is, to gain some more weight, and then I should be able to take care of myself.
There you go.
No, because like you say, you're fine. You're concentrating.
Oh man, yeah, man.
I was there that one time. That crazy dude was walking.
Was it to Tom?
No, when he was, I wasn't there for that.
Okay,
one,
yeah.
But he was like, behind the cameras, there was a guy with a guitar.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And I'm
man,
like,
yeah,
and
man.
He's talking while Pastor Scott's preaching.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
And I'm like,
I'm thankful for y'all guys, man, because that's the stuff. Is like, because in the moment, I know Scott's like, all right, what do I do?
He just didn't think our guitarists were any good. I mean, that's what he said. Yeah.
That's what the guy said?
Yeah. He thinks he's
what's
better.
the head of security?
Mark.
Yeah. Mark was like, dude, because I went out there with them. I follow.
Yeah.
I'm not part of the team, but I saw him. I'm like, I'm gonna go out with them.
Once a cop, always a cop.
Oh, yeah. Plus, I know Mark and the other guy that went out there. I'm not gonna leave him alone.
Come on,
we got 3, 4, 5 people is better than 2.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
What happened with Tom? Oh, when the guy walked down.
Yeah. It's just like I said, man. So much stuff is going on in the moment, and all eyes are on you. So that's the hard part. Yeah. Yeah, man. But that's what God's calling us to do, man. Sovereign City Church, man. Coming in the spring, got some stuff coming out, man, to about our church and where and how you can find more information about it. So I'll definitely see that stuff, man.
Yeah. And we, personally, sad when that time comes.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, I am too. Yeah.
But happy for you, but sad selfishly for me because, like I said, I love when you're going back and forth, and you're really relatable.
Okay, man. Thank you, man.
I mean, all of them. Like I really love Scott, and I love it when he sings.
Oh yeah, make it sing.
Make
it sing, bro.
And then Pastor Tom always runs over time, but it's funny because he cracks me
I don't
up,
even know why we have a clock up. Just put it at 0, man.
And
whatever he's done, he's done.
So
I love it. Tom has those southern.
Just like I said, and then everybody always. There's always just obviously everyone feels the same way because they're, the line is long for them to come up and talk to you afterwards, and
man, people are kind, man.
So
But you know what? I think because I've been at Hope for a while now.
Yeah.
And I was there when there wasn't that many people.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right? I mean, there was people, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And it seems like every time we fill up,
yeah,
boom, Pastor Christian. So then we kind of, because I used to sit up top so I could see everything.
Yeah.
And then if we filled up again, and now you got Village.
Yeah.
Now we're filling up again.
I mean, that's
God.
That's the purpose of sending church, man. That's that sending capacity is more than seating capacity, man. Like that's the thing about it, man. And my hope is within 5 years to plant another church. Like, man, I mean, because
like
this,
your church,
your church, man. I'm born and bred in that, and for me, like that's the goal.
So you're not gonna take a job with Pastor Vance?
He's taking a lot of people. He's taking a lot of people.
Please don't do that. Because didn't he take Travis? He took
Travis. He took Pastor Teddy. Teddy's son-in-law.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
he's taking a lot of people, and they all live over there now.
Listen, y'all get me in trouble, man. Y'all get me in trouble. This podcast, man.
I love you still, Pastor Vance. I still do.
No, but you always want these other church plants to do well, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's great about Hope is like they want that to happen. Like most churches, there's a lot of churches out there that don't really do
they want to
church
keep
plants.
everybody. They want to keep everybody.
They want all the money, they want all the whatever.
Yeah.
All the people.
Oh, we got 10,000 people.
Yeah. So
man, what's funny? A mentor of mine said, man, in the American church, we're so busy counting numbers.
Yep.
But God is more concerned with making numbers count. And I remember like that hit me. Like we're busy counting numbers, and God is in the business of making those numbers count. So it doesn't. And I think it's just hard to be like success doesn't mean that your church is full. It means that if your church is mobilized.
Yep, exactly.
And so, man, so I've seen some of the most. I would say I've seen some of the greatest churches under 250 people.
Yeah.
And those 250 are getting at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I'd rather see 158 people get baptized like we did in the last two weekends than adding 158 people to the
do
church.
anything. Yeah. Do anything.
Especially if they're not like that's 158 souls that are going now, right?
That's right.
So
that's right.
And one of the kids that got baptized was one of my marshals from Family Court. And,
nice.
They've been coming, and so his son got baptized. So it was pretty cool.
Man. Come on, man.
But right on.
Love it.
Here's one thing that I've always had an issue with. All churches, we tend to stick together, right? But what was Jesus' mission? To go out.
Go out. Yeah, to go out.
Go out. Like I tell our Bible study, and then I get in arguments with my Catholic religion.
Yeah.
You know, because it's all about them.
Yeah, keeping in.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, we should be helping the ones that don't know about it. This is
Yeah,
what we
man.
should be doing, missionary work.
What's crazy is we've become so Christian, we left lost people.
Yeah.
That's what. And honestly, what people don't know is I've got 8 churches behind me in the city who are helping me, equipping me. Like it's I have 8 churches who are giving me all they have. Yeah, because it's not about like, oh well, if you come to my church and take some people here and people like what, like no, it's like so they like you got 8 churches here in the city are coming alongside me, resourcing me, sharing their knowledge with me, even asking me to come preach Village Church. Like Brad was like, hey man, come and pitch.
Yeah.
Take some of my people. It's like that's so if they do that to me, I'm gonna do it to somebody else. Right. What's gonna happen? Well, the kingdom's gonna keep going doing that.
We're gonna grow and grow and grow.
That's it, man.
Yeah. No, it's exciting for you, and like I said, sad for me. But no,
I'm
you're
sad
not
too.
a Christian, then you haven't learned.
I can be a little selfish.
Yeah, me
He
too.
told us, me and Kevin were like excited, super excited.
Yeah.
It's like, can you imagine how many people he's gonna reach over there? Like that was our main. My thing was like, this dude gonna reach some people because I run that area. So I'm like, he's gonna go out there. You're the right person for it, like you said, for that area. You know what I'm saying? I think like he said, you're relatable. Yeah. So you're gonna be able to be a magnet. Yeah. Like, hey, come here and learn about Jesus. Yeah. Look at me, I'm one of you. Yep. You know, I'm not in this fancy robe. Sorry, Pope. I'm not in this fancy robe. I'm not, you know. Yeah. No, man. You can talk through Jesus. It doesn't have to be through me.
Yeah.
You know
That's right. No.
Yeah. So I don't know. Man. I think because of that, that's perfect for you.
So do they have? Since you were one of the 4 main. I don't know if you can even announce yet, but do they have like a 4th guy that they're thinking
grooming or
preparing? I mean, I don't know right now
because I know Gene has preached at Boulder and I know that Patrick preaches back home all the time, which I still have never heard. I've gone to a couple of Gene's. I've never heard Patrick. Yeah. I'd love to, just from all the other stuff he does.
All those guys are top notch, man.
So they haven't said yet, or you just can't say?
No, they haven't said. I mean, because I think they're going, we have so many internal people we can pull in, which is great. If you're a pastor, you should have the ability to preach. I'm not saying you have to be a Vance Pittman, but you should be able to hold the word. So I think for them, they're just going, man, we have enough internal that whoever that next guy is, you know, it'll probably be from the inside.
Because it could be Jordan or any of.
It could be Jordan, man. Mel, you got Gene.
Mel's
you got
still in seminary too, right? Or is he done?
I don't know it, man. I know Jordan in seminary. I know Scott's in seminary. Yeah. I don't know. I think Mel is trying to start.
Trying to start? Okay,
yes,
I thought he was already in.
Yeah, trying to start, man. Yeah, that seminary game, it's tough the older you get. It is. It's just because you got kids, you got more responsibilities.
That's true.
So
I hate school too.
Yeah, man, my man.
He hated school too.
I did. Yeah. Now look at us now.
Go to seminary.
Tammy, I'm sure would love.
That's right.
To do that.
Hey, all your kids are out. What excuse you got?
That's true.
And then you're going to where? Oh no, wait.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about that after. Okay, so I asked every pastor this.
Yeah.
Wait, are we already at that time?
No. I just wanted to ask this question.
Why are you gonna ask him about that when we still want to know about Jesus and how he's gonna run his church? Oh, what's your little emblem? Do you have one yet?
Yeah, man. It's honestly, I mean, I can't. It's hard to
Do
explain.
they call it an emblem, or am I wrong?
A logo.
Logo.
Yeah, logo. Yeah, man. But pretty much, man, it's a sovereign city. The idea of is God is control of the city. So it's a logo that for me resembles power and control. So it's an S with a C inside of it, and then it's a crown in the middle. And so the crown is just going like, hey, man, over the grid of the city, I reign, I exist.
And you've already like.
Patented
Patented or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
just
yeah,
so
yeah.
Any listeners don't steal.
Right. No, it's already
Our
patented.
85 listeners.
That's right. Hey, yeah, do not take my logo.
Yes, because I'll come after you.
Yeah, man. But that stuff is hard. Man. That stuff is just like it's hard because
the law part of it.
Well, like the logo, like all that stuff is hard because it's harder than what you think. It's just not like I'm just gonna just pick something today.
Whatever I want.
Yeah, man. And then church has been planted for a long time, trying to find something that's original and stuff.
New,
yeah. So
So you mean you didn't have this one in your mind since you were 10?
That's right,
old?
right. 10 years old, right there, embedded in my mind.
Why do I have this SC?
That's right. It's right here, man. Right here. So,
So what do your parents? I don't know if we asked that on the first episode.
Yeah, he said that his mom was. Oh no, that's when you came to Vegas.
What did they?
Yeah.
What do
When
they
you
think
became
of
a
you
pastor.
being a pastor? Though?
man, from my understanding, man, they are super proud of me. They're super encouraging.
Have they ever been to a service
Yeah,
here live?
yeah, man. They
I don't
came.
think I've
Pointed
ever
them
met.
out?
I've
Yeah,
never,
yeah. They've come about 3 or 4 times, and
I've
normally,
never said my parents.
well,
were
I
here.
have. So they come every year. They came last year because my son was baptized during this time this year, last year.
okay.
So they came for that. And normally, like I said, if I'm preaching, I'll shout them out. But man, they've come, and for them, it's kind of like, it's a whole new world because where we're from, we don't really see this much diversity.
Yeah.
So for them, it's kind of like,
Who's all these white?
yeah,
people?
they're like, how do you
They
know
probably
that?
told him, Ricky, why is there Mexicans?
They're like, who? And then they always go, how do you know them? I'm like, I get it. It's the body of Christ. Like, so for them coming out west, they've seen God be bigger than what they, I think, originally just, grew up in a little town and this kind of you do it. So coming out west, man, and now they know how to navigate the airport, which is tough. Yeah, this is tough. We got a tough airport to navigate, man. Some signs
So
work.
you don't have to go pick them up anymore?
No, man, no. They'll hop on a little air train and they're going through. But they normally come about twice a year, and then I'll go back. But they, man, for them to come out here and see Vegas beyond the Strip, they enjoy it. It is a long flight because they're older, so they're in their 60s. Not older, but like just to fly 4.5 hours is a lot.
And they still own that, like have that horse
Yeah.
property?
Oh,
or-
he still got it, man. So my great granddad, he had 12 kids.
Wow.
And so he gave a lot to the kids, and then their kids have kids. So I was the one that broke kind of the family tradition of, hey man,
Taking over
you got
the
your lot, man. So hopefully my dad still put me in the wheel.
Is it still your lot though?
Yeah. It's still, like I said, it's still our land, man.
With
Yeah.
the house or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah, no, it's just flat land. But the cool part is we own both sides of the street. And so the 4th Street.
Oh, the family? The
Yeah,
Harris
yeah,
family
yeah.
owns it? Wow.
And so the 4th Street, NC State, it's
Yeah,
agricultural.
the Wolfpack?
Yeah, Wolfpack, yeah. They bought some of the land, and so it's always going to remain not built upon,
nice.
which is
No
great.
houses or
So
businesses,
I preached, I think it was last year, I showed my great-grandfather's shack he built.
Yeah.
That's on that land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I go back this summer, I always go back there. I always go back
To
there,
the
man.
shack.
Always, man. I mean, that's just he built that log cabin, man, with his bare hands, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
And it's
see that
still
picture.
solid and everything?
Still there, man. Still standing.
that's awesome.
Like, I'm like, how do you do that? But man, like, it just, yeah. So that, like, for me, my parents have done a great job at preserving our history.
See?
Yeah.
Because we kept our land.
That should be your sermon writing cabin. Where you
Well, I'm
lock
not.
yourself
I'm
up.
not going in that thing no more. I've seen the
Wait,
snakes.
you're not gonna go in
The snakes. I go on the outside, man. But the wood inside is rotten, man. Snakes in there, man. I'm not going in the corner like this.
But keep,
Yeah.
keep sending your kids there because
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
that will help them just to see what it's like growing up there
Yep.
and then being around more people, but that family tradition.
Yeah, man.
You know, like if they can work on a farm,
Oh yeah.
usually like I can't fix anything in this house when
Yeah.
something goes. I have to hire someone.
Yeah.
But they learn to do those things. It just helps them.
Yeah, man.
Learn too.
Yeah. That's right. Man, growing up, man, like I said, and we always worked. And then what was weird was out here trying to teach my son how to do hard work because I'm from the country. So we built fences, mowed grass, built stuff. We feed like that was so out here. It's like
help Scott build that chicken coop.
Oh yeah. But I was like,
why do that? You could buy that when I was made.
or just go to the store down the street and get some eggs because it's not 1859, man. Not a hunter gatherer no more, man. You could just go down the street. It is always funny with people who didn't grow up on the farm want to kind of have farm stuff. And it's like, dude, that was hard work, bro. You don't want to do that, man. Just go to the store.
You started at what, age 5, right?
Oh yeah, like my dad, they primed. So the cool part with my dad is, he primed tobacco all his life. So North Carolina tobacco, cigarettes, a big deal. Lucky Strike, all that. So the field he primed tobacco on, which is a huge hill, at around 10 or 12 years old, he said, "I want to build my house on this hill." So
at the very top.
That's where he built our house, the home I grew up in. And so literally the home I grew up in was a tobacco field that he used to prime as a kid. And so like my dad for me is my hero.
He bought that land from the owner.
Well, remember, yeah. Before my granddad didn't own it then. Before there was just prime field that another white guy owned. So my granddad bought that.
So it was your granddad, not
and
your
then
dad.
and then my dad primed tobacco on that field growing up. And said, man, so he bought it from my granddad, not with much money, but he bought it, man. He said, man, I want to put my house there. And he did that, man. And
did he not realize he was going to turn 80 at some point?
Man, right. Because even at my house, man, we have our own pond. At the bottom. Pond? Yeah, at the bottom.
Trout?
Yeah, so trout, crappie, bluegill, bass, catfish. So
what kind of catfish?
I don't know. the one like this, the
one that you have to put your hand in.
Right. No. But yeah, man. So like he just like that was how we grew up. So I grew up. My house is in the middle. My great granddad's house is on the right, and my granddad's house is on the left. And then everything else apart from that was aunts and cousins.
Families. Yeah.
So I literally grew. My whole street was just family.
Harris. So it was Harris Street.
Harris. Right.
And no one came and messed with you guys.
No.
What's the back street? What'd you guys name the back street?
Hampton Road.
So Hampton and Harris?
Hampton Road, Mangum Road.
Oh, so you didn't name any of them.
No. But what was crazy is my little town I grew up in is called Bahama. So Bahama, right?
Yeah.
So it stood for 3 names: Ball, Mangum, and Harris.
Oh, wow.
Bahama.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not the most...
Is there a sheriff there?
They said...
Do they need a sheriff there?
No.
Is that county or city?
That's county. That's county, bro. And listen,
I'm retired.
Listen, that town has one gas station with no gas.
Oh wow!
You just go in and buy cigarettes and candy. So that thing is so small, bro. That thing is so small.
Light. Like,
it's not even a light.
Cars?
Yeah, it's not even light. It's just a stop sign. Stop sign.
So it doesn't have that one flash.
No, man. I grew up, man. I mean, I would have to catch the bus at 5 a.m. to get to school at 7:15. Wow. That's how far out. That's how far out we live.
Why didn't you take your horse?
Well, man, I'm not gonna pull up to school with a horse.
Why not? That's cool.
Park about Lexus.
Take the Lexus.
That's right.
You learned how to drive at 12.
I learned early, man.
Don't tell me a story time already.
Yeah, but first, I asked all the pastors this only because it's my job.
Okay.
It's a silly question, but have you ever sat on a jury trial?
No, and thank God.
So if you ever want to get out of one, just tell them I'm a preacher and I believe only God can
judge.
Come up with all.
That's right.
Say, call Derek, 7th floor.
That's right.
Out of
That's right. That's right.
I mean 10th floor.
That's right. That's right.
He knows me.
Now, see, it's funny because like I look forward to one day, right? Because I was always on this side, like on one side of the table. If it was criminals, like they're at one table, I was always helping the DA, but I never knew what happened back here for deliberations. So I look forward to one day
Derek,
being able to be on that other side.
You're out of your mind.
You're a better man than me, man.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Out of your mind.
I would love to spend my time doing something else. But if I'm called upon, I will definitely do my civic duty.
I was going to say that is one.
Yeah.
if you are a citizen and you haven't lost your rights, that is a right that we have that no other country really has.
It is.
And here's the thing, though. Like, why would you want to do that? That's my whole thing.
Domingo still on this.
I think for me,
I see what happens behind closed doors. They almost come to fisticuffs.
Trust me, when I'm in there listening, I'm falling asleep. I'm like, I don't know if I would stay awake, but just to deliberate, just to see what people are thinking. Like when they gave this guy $100 million against USAA, it's like,
is that why my insurance rate went up?
How did they come up with that $100 million? Like, what made them
Damages?
say,
"How do I get
let's
that?"
just do $100 million? Although the attorney threw that number out there, but why did they pick that and not $20 million?
Well, I got a
like
thought for you. You will never make it.
You
said you were law enforcement. You're out.
I probably won't. But,
that's probably true.
So
now here's the other thing. Have you ever been stopped by a police officer?
Yeah.
Either in South here,
anywhere. I was stopped. Me and my brother, man. Thankfully, man, I've never been in any trouble with the law, man.
Hit and runs with the horse.
No, right, that one.
So the cops weren't racist towards you or stopped you because you were black?
You felt that.
Man, I don't think so. Man, I definitely know it happens. But no, like the cool part for me was it was a breaking and entering of B&E. And I think they saw.
No, this is East Coast.
This is East Coast.
Okay.
I may have been in college, man, 21, 22 years old. And I guess whoever did the B&E had a black Honda. And I had a black Honda. But literally when the cop stopped me, I knew, like, I have my godfathers in law enforcement. So I know people pretty high up. And once they said my name, all of a sudden this lieutenant out of nowhere came up and was like, "Hey man, he's good to go." Like, but again, I do know what happens, bro. I'm never gonna be a guy to
entitled though.
To definitely deny that, man.
Who you know, not what you know.
Yeah.
You know I own Harris and Hampton.
Yeah, man. But
you see that house on that hill?
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's something I'm always aware of that, man. And I think I'm aware of both sides. Like, the same benefit of the doubt that I'm asking for. I want to give, but it's tricky, man. Our country's history is just tricky, man.
Yeah,
it's tricky. It's tough.
It's not tricky. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. We've
had some terrible times in this country.
We have, man. We have, bro.
And I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's been incidences that I've watched that you're like, it puts you back another 20 years.
Oh yeah.
We start getting there, and then all of a sudden.
Well, man, I think the reality of it is. I think we're always going to struggle with racism and things like that because it is a sin issue. That doesn't escape the fact of who's committed certain crimes or whatever. But I know for me as a Christian first and a black man second, what keeps me sane, what keeps me from going over the edge, whether it be angry at white people or police officers or anybody you can think of, Asian, is the church. Like, having community keeps me in check because the Holy Spirit goes, before you go there, Derek. Before you say that, Domingo. So the church should be for everybody. The church is our protection from keeping us to go a certain level of anger because the Holy Spirit goes, but you're in community with people. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I go, proximity matters, man. And that's what that's why I want our church to be. Man, like, once I tasted the church and all of the beauty of different ethnicities, I was like, why do I want to go back?
Right.
I always love my culture is how God made me. I love my culture, but I'm always thankful for other cultures as well. And so, if you're asking me, man, how are you going to raise your kids to be aware of the sin and the hardships of where they live, but also not have a hard heart? The church is all I know. That's the only antidote I can give to keep me in the game. Yeah.
Well, that's some of the things I say is like, take the race out of it. Look at Jesus. He went after the undesirables.
He did, man.
Right? And now we don't have as many as those, but the people that are considered undesirable, Mexicans, blacks, Asians. You've seen the hate in California and here.
Yeah.
I said, those are the people Jesus loved and went after. So if you're doing that, you're going against the Bible, son. Yeah. So you need to change your ways and tweak it a little bit because you're not a Christian if you have thoughts like that.
Yeah.
So
No.
exactly what you said. It's a church.
Yeah,
Church
man.
is the only thing I could.
That was supposed to be the plan. That is the plan.
Still the plan, yeah.
That was the plan for him in the Old Testament and New Testament. Was my people were supposed to be an example of what I want to create. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Story
time again. Now you could do just one this time.
Just one?
No, you can do.
You got a bunch of
no,
money.
no.
You're the boss
Hey,
one.
you're the pastor. You
No.
do what you want.
So okay,
This
so
is your house.
So help me again. What stories? What's
Anything and everything. Any type
It
of
could be
story.
funny
I love those
story.
other stories.
It could be-
Especially. You got any more where you broke your dad's
That was
car?
like 4 of them in a row.
Man, dude. Sadly, that car, man.
Okay. I don't know. Like, what could there be? Did you?
Bro.
Did you burn anything?
Oh man, I got burn
field of
stories. I
tobacco?
got burn stories. So man, so the log cabin I showed you all.
The one you won't go in.
When I go in, there's another one that sits on our land, right? It's a little bit older, older than that one, but it sits on our land, and it was still pretty much well kept. You can go in there. You saw my great grandma's stove and her coffee mugs, and they used to live there. It was only like a 2-bedroom house. You had the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen. That was all you had, and so it was sitting on our land, man. And one day I may have been about 12, 13 years old. Me and my cousin had some matches. So we go into the old log cabin, and we find some old coffee. And we find some old coffee. I found a stove for my great grandma and my great granddad. And so we decided we're gonna make coffee. So so we get some water, put on the pot, we get some matches, strike it up, man. And so we're in there just like trying to make coffee, man. So we use a newspaper though to newspaper to keep the fire under the just newspaper. But here's the deal: it's a log cabin. It's a log cabin. So he's there. So the fire's going, and we're just playing around. Man, we turn around, and a few of the flames hit the floor. Now this log cabin was built. You're looking at 19, probably
30s,
20, 25.
Oh, even
So this is a historic landmark. Now. So man, all of a sudden it hits the floor, and there was still like stuff on the floor, so it catches some old carpet, some old paper, and bro, now it's like it's a fire in the middle of the living room. And so, man, we're I mean, I lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one who burned our history up. So anyway, so man, we're patting it out, man. It finally gets out, but we've now burned a hole like in the middle of the floor.
Like a real hole.
Like a real, like I would say, like the size like where we're at. So man, we're patting it out, man. We patting it out, and then we're like, oh snap, man. We go, and it's late at nighttime. We gotta go back home. So me and my cousin like, man, we smell like smoke. Like we smell like smoke. We've been gone. So our dumb selves, I say dumb selves, we go in my dad's truck and find some of his old air freshener. We just and so we're spraying on, man. And so we're like, we're cool, we're good to go. So we go in the house and we beeline it straight to my room. And my dad's like, hey, what's that smell, man? 'Cause we smell like, and man, he's like, y'all been some fire? And no, we haven't been fire. It's like y'all smell like a campfire, like. And so, man, like, and so, like, by God's grace, the law they ran back in and they actually got a fire extinguisher and like make sure everything was out. But bro, like, like.
So you came clean.
Well, they knew. I mean, it's like
you smelled the fire over there. Fresh.
You smell like fire. It's a hole in the middle of the log cabin.
But how did they know? I mean, you weren't at the log cabin when
we won't. But the log cabin, literally, if my car is parked right
enough?
there, if my car is right there, I mean, you're looking at maybe less than 100 yards. So
okay.
it's still
there was
smoldering
okay.
coming out of the thing, and we smell. I mean, bro, we smell just like fire, man.
So
and
that
then
freshener didn't help at all.
no, man, no. And then another story. Some of you already on this one, man.
You should have jumped in the pond.
I should have, man. I should have. My granddad had this old Ford truck, Carolina Blue, 1950. I mean, the muffler was so light you could hear it for 6 miles away. It was boo, boo, boo. I mean, it was an old school truck. So again, we're cutting wood for the wintertime. So we have this trail, kind of back of our house. We always go back there, cut down some trees, cut some wood, and bring it back. So he says, hey, Ricky, I'm going to go get the 4-wheeler to bring the chainsaw back and the maul and the axe. Hey, drive the truck back. Derek, before I got it out.
I'm just like, I can't wait for this.
So, man,
cars.
man. So I'm driving again. It's a trail, so you hitting roots and stumps. And so I'm driving, man. I'm playing around, I may be 12, 13 years old, man. I'm playing around, and I look to something, and it's like, bam. It's what I did. I hit a tree. And now my granddad's had this truck since 1950. This is like I hit a tree, bam, and smushed the headlight and some of the front end.
Shit.
So I'm like, man, what I'm going to do, man? Because he know I drove the truck. So what I do is, I say, you know what? I'm going to park it. So
you never came clean on anything.
Man, so look. So
he didn't want it anyhow.
So listen, and the cool part was, I drove to his house. I parked it so the left side was like towards the street, and the right side was towards the house. And so, man, and again, because I have ADHD, I forget I did this. I get out the car and I go about my business, man. And 2 weeks go by, not like 2 weeks go by, because he barely drives it. So 2 weeks go by, I'm over at his house, man, because I stay across the pond. And he's talking to my dad. He goes, "Hey, Rick, I think somebody hit my truck." So he's talking to my dad. And I'm going like,
oh, no.
I'm going like, he's like, "Yeah, man, I went over here to drive all the day, man, and somebody hit my front end." And I'm like, "Man, Granddad?" Man, Granddad. And then he goes, "Rick, did you hit my truck?" Man, listen, man. The moral story is, if there's a car involved, you
Don't
probably
let you
should do
drive
it.
it.
Well,
man.
I would just say, is the how far you said you live, it's going to be someone with the last name Harris that
right.
did it. I don't think you could blame anybody else.
Well, that's why
either
you
the
turned around.
cousins or
Man,
whatever.
listen, man.
Somebody did it. 'Cause you guys are the only ones that live out
I
there.
have destroyed many of cars. Many of cars. But look, I'll just give you two. Those are just two right there. Those are two real
So
time.
that was Rick, and Rick?
So James, Rick, and Rick. Yeah.
But I thought your granddad's name was Rick.
No. My dad's Rick Singer. I'm Ricky Jr.
Oh, you're
And then
my
his
son's
son's the
Yeah.
third.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then your son is a
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was James.
so that would've been cool.
Actually, man, my granddad's turning 90 end of next month. He's turning 90.
And he
man.
still lives.
Still lives, still mows grass, still changes oil on his car, still cuts down
90.
wood at 90, man.
Wow, how old is your grandma?
My grandma is looking at 80, 85, 86.
She's still cooking at that stove?
No, she's not. You know what? I was blessed to know both of my great grandparents.
Are alive, yeah.
I was blessed to know them. They all died in their late 80s, early 90s. So I was blessed to know both sides of my great grandparents. Yeah. Until I was maybe, I think the earliest one died, I was maybe 15, 16.
Wow.
So I knew them. So that's pretty
See,
blessed.
I only
man.
knew both of my grandmas, that's it.
I got you.
I never met any of my grandpas, so.
Really?
Yeah, but you're not from the south like us.
No.
You're from the north.
From the north.
Well, we appreciate you coming.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, man.
I know.
My cheeks
hurt from laughing. I know we were making it, try to work, and hopefully Jerry will be able to do these 2 episodes, because then Jerry's stepping down from doing the editing.
Okay.
Because he started a job and he's got the kids and everything. So we're trying to recruit somebody to from our men's group, or
He can do it.
Yeah, to do our editing. Because again, I don't know how I screw this up enough, let alone editing. So
I'm hoping this one comes out.
Yeah,
That's
me
right.
too.
That's right.
I'm praying.
If it's
Unless
not
you're going to get that text. Hey, we got to reach
It's right. That's right. Best kept secret.
Yeah. But yes, thank you. And if you go to Village Church in 2 weeks, Ricky will be preaching there.
That's right. That's right.
Which is at the Boys and Girls Club in Southern Highlands.
Yep.
And but we thank you. We appreciate you. And we look forward to hearing you preach before you leave.
That's right. That's right. Thank y'all, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir.
It was fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Enjoyed
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
Even though you're a Cowboys fan.
That's right.
That's why
That's
it's
right.
better.
That's right.
Steelers, go Steelers.
Peace.
Peace
Go
out.
Cowboys, at
Peace.
least get 4th place this year.
Please. Man. Gosh. You got to start the debate for 4th place. It's bad.